Mirror's Edge. Is it good? No. In Mirror's Edge you play as Faith. She's a runner, which in this game is a messenger and someone who tries to fight back against an oppressive government. To start off, most of the game revolves around parkour mechanics. You can wall run, climb, forward roll from high falls, and swing from pipes. When it works, it feels amazing, especially when you're in a flow state, but far too often, the game would pull me out of said flow state by doing something I didn't want it to do. Jumping, wall running, swinging, and climbing are all assigned to the left bumper, so there was quite a few times where I would end up falling to my death because it would misread what I was trying to do. There was also quite a few times where I jumped to grab something and Faith would just simply choose not to grab it, which also led to my death. Fortunately, while these were annoying, the checkpointing system is very lenient, so it wasn't too bad. For the first half of the game, it's mainly just parkour with the occasional combat encounter with 1 or 2 weak enemies. This was fine and fun, but towards the second half, the game just throws more and more powerful enemies at you each time, upping their arsenal. This would be fine if the game had good combat mechanics, but it doesn't. For the most part, all you can do is punch them in the face or the groin. There is a slide kick and a jump kick, but when you're faced with an enemy who's got an assault rifle that never seems to need to reload, it's not ideal. You can disarm an enemy and even steal their gun, but the gunplay just felt so janky and awkward. Also, it didn't fit Faith's character or the story, as she's not a bad person. But there was a few occasions where I had to use the guns in order to brute force my way through certain sections of the game. The graphics are fine. On the Xbox Series X, it ran at a smooth 60 frames per second, which is a big upgrade from how it used to run on original hardware. One thing I find strange about the game's graphics / presentation is just how blurry the game is by choice. Often the camera focuses on what's closest to you, which I really didn't like, and it can't be turned off in the settings. When you complete the game, you'll unlock time trials and speedrun modes. They're very similar. Time trials gives you races in areas from the story mode, but since the servers have been taken offline, there's no leaderboard, so you can only compare your times with yourself. Speedrun is just a mode that lets you speedrun levels, and as someone who has no interest in speedrunning, I hardly touch this mode. Considering the dystopian Orwellian world the game sets up, it had a surprisingly mediocre story where nothing really happened. It also jumped around a lot. For example, there's a mission where you have to rescue someone who's been kidnapped. By the end of the mission, it's all, well done, you rescued that person, and by the next cutscene, you're being told they've been kidnapped again. When did that happen? The voice acting also probably didn't help sell the story, as the characters lacked emotion, and they were poorly acted. That was Mirror's Edge, and I give it a 5 out of 10.